Hello, my name is Riaan Coetzee. I will now show you how to make a lino stempel. I'll use this Rolls Breeze Cut lino block. The artwork that I'm going to use is just something that I did in my sketchbook. I've made a photocopy of the artwork, as I will need to chase this onto the lino that I'm going to use. I will now be cutting around the artwork so the artwork fits into a nice block. Now I'll use this cutout around the artwork to measure the size that I need for the lino block. So I'll just measure there, there. Take a ruler. Okay, now I'll just cut my lino block into the right size. Okay, we're now going to need to get the lino to be lighter because I want to draw on it and then see what I'm drawing. So because this is black lino, I'll just spray paint mine white. With the lino being painted, we can now start to trace the artwork onto the lino. And how we will do that is we'll take our artwork and on a light box or against a window or wherever, you can just turn it upside down, and then where the lines would be, you can just more or less color it in all along the lines. I'm using a 2B pencil because the darker pencils will transfer a lot better onto the lino. We can now take the traced artwork and then stick it onto the lino with brush stick. We want to stick it so that the pencil side or the scratched side is now showing down onto the lino. So all of the corners just brush stick. Okay, then we just stick it onto our lino block. And then I like to use a ballpoint pen for this. You can go on the lines and follow the lines where you want your artwork to trace through. It's also very important to just check, for example here, that it is actually working. So you go like this and there you can see it traced onto the lino block. So the pencil transfer worked really well. Now one problem is what you would find if you start working on this immediately is that it would smudge. So there's two ways to go about this. The first one is you can use a pen and then just go over the lines, the pencil lines, so that it won't smudge. The other one that I'm going to do now, so I'm just going to use a fixative to spray over it so it won't smudge, which is a lot quicker, so that's why I'm going to do this. So we've now sorted the smudging. As you can see, it doesn't smudge at all, which is great. And now what we have to do is we have to cut away all the lino that we don't want to print. So the parts that we want to print we keep, and the other parts we just want to cut away. Now you get all different kind of blades for this, but I'm just going to use I think you call it a normal art knife, or a hobby knife. So I'm just going to use this one. What you do is I just cut on the line, and then afterwards you can cut at an angle so that you actually removes the liner. Okay, so I've finished cutting the liner block, and now all that I have to do is I have to cut away the excess liner around the design. So I'll just cut it out. Now I want to give my liner block some backing, or make it a bit softer so it can post nicely. For this I'll just use this foam that you buy in art stores and so on. So I'll just place this on here. And I will stick these together using double-sided tape. Like this. Next thing that I have to do is I have to stick the liner onto the foam. Okay, and the liner onto the foam. Like this. So we've got the liner onto the foam, and now we can cut away the extra foam. So I've pre-cut this wood that I'm going to use as the reinforcement for the stamp. So now I will just stick everything onto the wood, and thereafter I will clean it using turpentine or thinners, and then it's ready to use. There you have it. I'll just remove the white paint and then I'll show you the stamp. Okay, so here's the final stamp that I've created. And I want to print an example using fabric paint. It's actually screen printer's ink that they've bottled as fabric paint. I'm going to use a paint roller and then apply a little bit, apply the fabric paint on a smooth surface so that I can use the paint roller. Okay, so now we apply the paint onto our stamp. And let's see how it works. There you have it.